Everybody, welcome to Dwayne's Inc. Wrestling Conference. I am Dwayne. Before I begin, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let you know when a new Dwayne's Inc. Wrestling Conference drop. Please give me a like. It helps out the video. Thumbs up definitely helps out the video. Comment below. I do engage in the comments. Also, before I begin the show, I just finished watching Netflix Monday Night Raw. And as I always like to give it my own rating of what I think it is between a 1 and 10, I definitely give this Monday Night Raw on Netflix a solid 7. I enjoyed a few stuff on top of the card. They did give out a few matches that will be on Backlash this Saturday coming up. I will be doing my Backlash prediction in a couple of days going in. Let's get right into the show. The show opened up with Jey Uso. Of course, the crowd was pumped. They was going crazy. They was yeeting everywhere and stuff like that. The crowd was going nuts when he came out. Before he was about to talk, the crowd basically was repeating one more time. So he went to the camera, and then they did it again. They yeeted again and stuff like that. Then basically started the show with a promo, basically saying he knew Logan Paul was in the building, and he basically repeated like Logan Paul, like basically asked for Logan Paul, but then the wrong Paul came out. Paul Heyman came out and basically was talking to Jey Uso. And so I got the promos right here. So basically Paul Heyman did his usual introduction and stuff like that. He introduced himself. He walked to the ring. Heyman entered the ring and said he wanted to say something to Jey, Jey responded by saying Heyman had a lot of balls entering the ring after what he did to his family. Jey said he saw past Heyman since day one and warned Roman Reigns and CM Punk about him. Heyman said Jey would have warned him about Reigns and Punk. Heyman barked at the crowd to keep their boosts themselves. CM Punk chants happened. Heyman spoke about him. Heyman mocked the chants. Heyman said the fans chant CM Punk's name because they don't know what's in his dark heart. Heyman said Punk put him in a position he knew he would sabotage his relationship with Reigns. The fans responded with the OTC chants. Heyman said he built the bloodline for 5 years and questioned if Reigns thought he was going to share all of his secrets with Punk. Why would I do that? Asked Heyman. Heyman said he found a stray dog on the island of irrelevancy and turned him into the man who had record-setting title reigns. Heyman said that he was the one who lost the championship to Cody. Heyman said that he spent 5 years building up Reigns, and then when he lost the title, he disappeared and left him in the hands of Solo, Tama Tonga, and Tanga Loa. Heyman said Reigns came back to get his Ulafala back. He said Reigns couldn't handle the fact that he wanted to help out his best friend. Heyman yelled at how he always labeled the scumbag. I'm right. Heyman yelled at Jey, I'm right, and you blame me. Screw you, and screw each and every one of you. A booing. The crowd responded with "You suck" and asshole chants. Jey said, "Are you okay?" Jey asked what all he had to do with him. And basically this goes into that Paul Heyman's like, basically, this has to do something with you because basically Seth Rollins has beaten Roman Reigns and CM Punk at WrestleMania Night 1. So after beating those two, it basically declared him a number one contendership, meaning that he have to basically fight. Like, basically, Seth Rollins wants to fight him anywhere, anytime, any place. And Jey Uso got in his face. He was like, so he wants to fight me anywhere, anytime, any place? I bet. So how about tonight? One word, 4 letters, yeet. And then basically we had tonight Jey Uso defending his championship for the first time against Seth Rollins. This was actually a good promo going back and forward. Paul Heyman actually explained to himself and basically what the plans are and basically what Seth Rollins want this whole time was to get back his World Heavyweight Championship. So, and just to let you know, just finished watching it. It was a good match. It felt like a freaking pay-per-view match, to be honest with you. So then after that segment, we go to a backstage segment where Paul Heyman goes into the locker room and he sees Bron Breakker. And basically, Heyman entered the locker room where Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker were waiting. Heyman told Rollins that Jay fell for it and wanted to face him tonight. Just Seth Rollins said he would. Rollins said he told Heyman so and exited. Heyman then told Breakker that Reigns and Punk prepared for Rollins, and yet they both lost to him at WrestleMania. Heyman said that Jey Uso isn't focused on Rollins. He's focused on Logan Paul, and hasn't had any time to prepare for Rollins. Heyman said that Rollins had to prepare for Jey, and now he had to hand the keys to the kingdom when the referee hands the title to Rollins. Very interesting with that. But we go into our first match of the night. We have Penta versus J.D. McDonagh. This is J.D. McDonagh's first match back from his injuries a couple of months ago. This was a very good, slow-paced, back-and-forth match between J.D. McDonagh and Penta. Very good back and forward. Basically, it was a lot of distractions, trying Finn Balor and Carlito trying to basically distract Penta from winning and stuff. Penta went up top. Chad Gable came out and messed with him with the referee, was focused on the ejections. Penta shoved off Gable, hit him with a flip dive. McDonagh hit Penta with the whiplash, and then Penta avoided the moonsault, hit the destroyer, the Mexican destroyer on McDonagh for the 1, 2, 3. Like I said, this was a good back and forth match between JD McDonagh and Penta. They did add another match at Backlash. It will be Dominic Mysterio defending his Intercontinental Championship against Penta at Backlash. Very interesting. Do I think Penta's probably going to take it? I still think it's too early for that, but you just never know. You never know. Then we go into our second match of the night. We had a backstage segment between Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller told Austin Theory that he had a match, and then Austin Theory was like, hold up, why you tell me you had a match? And then Grayson Waller was like, well, if you want the match, you can have it. And then he goes, I'll take it. I don't care what it is, blah, blah, blah. Then basically they went to Pierce, and Pierce said, all right, cool. So Grayson Waller gave his match to Austin Theory. So now it's official. Austin Theory will be taking Grayson Waller place for his match tonight on Raw. They come to find out the second match of the night is actually Austin Theory versus the returning Celtic Warrior Sheamus. This was a good back and forth. Not a good back. It was a good match between Austin Theory, Grayson Waller. Austin Theory and Sheamus. The thing that I seen in this match, it seemed like once again they breaking up a tag team, which Raw needs tag teams. They basically showed that there's some situations between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory and stuff like that. So it seemed like down the line they will be breaking them up, which is stupid because Raw needs tag teams. It's dumb. Sheamus came back with the white noise at This Is Awesome. Chance broke out. And then basically during the match, Austin Theory kept going to Grayson Waller, asking him, why did you do this to me? Basically saying what I think Grayson Waller knew who his opponent was, but he tricked Austin Theory in taking a match, so he gave it to him knowing that he knew who it was. Sheamus hit Theory with the 10 beats and then got a big rise out of the crowd. Sheamus pointed at Waller and then hit Theory with the bro kick for the 1-2-3. Like, it sucks that the fact that they breaking them up. Like I said, Raw needs tag teams. There's no point. There's no reason to be breaking them up. That's stupid. Like, if you break them up, they better have something big coming out of this, because that makes no sense of breaking them up and have nothing for them. Stupid. All right. Then we go to a Becky Lynch promo. Now, Becky Lynch segment. Now, this segment started off weird. It started off weird, and I don't know where the hell they was going with this promo, especially for Becky Lynch, because she kept saying garbage, like over and over. It was the most dumbest promo ever. So, luckily, I got the promo here. Becky Lynch was in the ring coming out. Becky Lynch was upset with the fans and said that they treated her like she was a bad guy. I am a victim here. Lynch said, we recall fans crying tears for joy when she returned at WrestleMania. Lynch said nobody asked where Bayley was, and nobody cared because she's garbage. That's one. She said that people should be thankful for someone who took out the garbage. That's two. Lynch said women's Intercontinental Champion Laura Valkyria is less offensive than regular garbage. That's three. But she's still garbage. That's four. Lynch said Laura wouldn't have a career or even her fiance if it wasn't for her. Valkyria basically came out while Becky Lynch was talking and said that Lynch is the queen of recycling because she's been recycling the same moves and tired old act for years. This is where the segment got way better. The whole beginning of her kept saying garbage this, garbage that, garbage this. It was more garbage than this. It was just stupid. Valkyria spoke about how she walked towards the ring and Lynch didn't make her. Valkyria said Lynch went on a holiday and everyone got better. Valkyria entered the ring and said that Laura went on a holiday and she made history. Valkyria held up the title. Valkyria recalled Lynch saying that the championship needs her. Valkyria said that was a rich giving, that she defended the title more than Lynch has showed up for work this year. Lynch said that it's true that everyone had their best year when she was away, but that's only because she wasn't there to be compared to. Lynch said that she's the greatest to ever do it and pointed to Sports Illustrated saying the same. Valkyria ran down some of Lynch's accomplishments and stated that Lynch was the first women's Intercontinental Champion. Wait, that's me. Valkyria said that before holding the title, and then she said bothers Lynch that she was the first to win it and told her to get to second place. And then they brawled out of the ring. That was a good segment between Laura Valkyria and Becky Lynch. The beginning of the segment when Becky Lynch just kept saying garbage. It was stupid. But then when Laura Valkyria came out, the segment got way better. The promo got way better. Still not a fan of Laura Valkyria, but this segment and her promo was actually really good and spot on. She basically did throw out her accomplishments of being main eventing WrestleMania, being the first woman to reign WrestleMania. I think winning the title. I think the first woman to win WrestleMania. I think, in being Becky two belts. But overall, it was a good segment. They brawled after. Then officials and security came out and basically stopped them too. So I'm thinking probably at Backlash, it's probably going to be Laura Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I will be looking forward to that. Now, after seeing this promo and segment, it was really, really fun. Then we go into the third match of the night. We got the Women's Champion Io Sky versus Roxanne Perez. This was a good match. This was a good women's match tonight. I'm a big fan of Roxanne. She's been doing great in NXT, two-time NXT Women's Champion. She is going to do good when she gets called up to go to the main roster. She is a prodigy. She's a fantastic women's female wrestler. She hung in there with Io Sky. It was amazing back and forth. Sky sold the knee, went up top attempt for her over the moonsault finisher, but Perez moved and Sky sold the knee in pain when she landed on her feet. A short time later, Sky suffered pop rocks and then threw a kick, but Perez caught the leg and gave her a dragon screw leg whip. The wrestler took the toe, rolled over the pin to attempt a pin attempt. Then Sky eventually got the 3 count. I like this. It didn't. They did. How can I put it? I think this match was to protect both of them in a type of way because basically they couldn't get each other's finishers out in a way, so they really didn't put each other like down. The only way Io Sky was able to be here was a reverse roll up, and then after the match they actually shook hands. So it was actually good. And then come to find out, it was just a bunch of bull because Roxanne went out, shook her hand, went out. And then Julia came, attacked Io Sky from behind. Roxanne came back into the ring, and they basically jumped her, beat her down. No Rhea Ripley tonight to help her because Rhea Ripley was in Australia basically doing media for WWE for when they go back to Perth this year. So there was no one to help her. She got beat down in the middle of the ring by Roxanne and Julia. Great segment. Then we get our 4th match of the night. Rusev have returned to the WWE versus Otis. This was a very, very, very quick match. It was a very quick match. Basically, Otis suplexed Rusev over the barricade table. Otis shoved the stupid hydrant station out of the way. Tozawa followed it. Otis worked over Rusev and ducked a kick, then hit the ring post. Otis dropped Rusev with a spinning back fist back in the ring. Otis charged Rusev, who dropped him with a big kick. Rusev put Otis in the accolade, and got him for the submission. After the match, Rusev was going to actually attack Otis, but Tozawa got into his face. Hogan ripped his shirt, basically ripped his shirt like Hogan, and then Rusev basically like backed up like, oh, I don't want no beef with you, whatever. And then once Tozawa turned his back, Rusev went right back in the ring, beat down Tozawa, turned him around, powerbombed him right on top of Otis, and then left the ring. I'm very curious to see how they're going to do with Rusev, see how he fits in the WWE now. But it's going to be a slow build up. So I'm very interested on how that's going to go. Then after that, we had a segment it was a face-off between Gunther and Pat McAfee. Basically, Pat McAfee was basically telling him that he's not basically scared. He's not scared of him. And basically, Gunther, it's not who he used to be anymore after losing to Sami Zayn, which it goes back. I think it started when he lost to Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel, and then he lost to Sami Zayn, and then he lost to Jay. And it's like he's never been the same ever since. He don't have that momentum behind him. He's not that Gunther that we all know of and stuff like that. Then basically, Pat McAfee just run him down like, yo, the way you are right now, you're probably going to overlook me. How the way you are right now, your mindset is not there anymore. If you overlook me, I'm going to beat you down and I'm going to beat you. Then Gunther was basically saying that, hey, I know you just celebrated your 2-year-old daughter's birthday. I hope that was sweet because basically this Saturday at Backlash, I will be beating you down. I hate when grown men, especially in wrestling, say, I'm going to beat you up. Anyway, he said, I'm going to beat you up and I'm going to choke you out. And basically, he's going to beat him down, and he's going to basically stomp him out, make him tap, put him to sleep, choke him out. He's going to beat him down because now he's more focused now. And I think this is probably a good reboot that they're doing with Gunther, trying to reboot him back to where he used to be now. I think he definitely needs it to beat Pat McAfee. And also, this might be the way to take Pat McAfee off television because I think they might be going to college football soon. I'm not sure. But this is a great way to take him off TV. But overall, that was really good. And then we go into the final match of the night. We have Jey Uso versus Seth freaking Rollins. And this match was like a freaking pay-per-view match. Like, this match was really, really good. The chemistry between Seth Rollins and Jey Uso meshed very well. It was a good back and forth match. A lot of near pinfalls for each, going from Seth Rollins and Jey Uso. The crowd was heavily into it. They were chanting, "This is awesome! Holy shit!" Basically, it was really into it. It was a great match. It felt like a freaking pay-per-view quality match. A lot of distractions, a lot of interference, a lot of people showing up into the match. Let's see. So, let's see. So Jay ducked a few clotheslines attempts, and both wrestlers collide while getting to simulation crossbody blocks. They got up, trade punches. Jay put Rollins down with a Samoan drop, then hit him with a hip attack in the corner before covering him for a near fall. At a short time later, Rollins leaped up from the top rope into a super kick as this is an awesome chant broke out with both men were down. Momentarily, Rollins hit a buckle bomb and went for a top rope frog splash that Jay avoided. Jay ran for the ropes and went for a spear, but Rollins hit him with a reverse. It was a spear into a pedigree, which was amazing. Way down for a near fall. Rollins went for a stomp, but Jay moved and put Rollins in a sleeper using the same move that took out Gunther to make Jey Uso become the World Heavyweight Champion. Rollins escaped the sleeper. Jay speared Rollins, covering him for a great near fall. Another round of This Is Awesome chants broke out. Jay went up for the top rope. Rollins cut him off and went to the middle rope, and both men fought for the position. Jay knocked Rollins off the ropes, and then a referee checked on Rollins while Jay had to super kick Breakker away. Rollins hit a suplex Falcon Arrow. Rollins followed up with a stomp for another near fall, which was crazy. Rollins and Breakker expressed disbelief. Rollins approached Breakker and whispered in the air. Sami Zayn's music hit. Breakker went towards the entrance aisle to wait for Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn came out through the crowd, jumped him from the barricade onto Braun Breakker. In the ring, Jay speared Rollins, hit him with a frog splash for another excellent near fall. Zayn then, who had his ribs wrapped up, pounded on the mat to support for Jay. Breakker speared Zayn. Jay left the ring to check on Zayn. Breakker speared Jay while Heyman distracted the referee. Once Jay was in the ring, Rollins hit with a stomp and then was about to pin him when he was distracted. CM Punk entrance came on, played, and he came out with a chair in hand. Punk took out Breakker with a chair and then entered the ring with it. Punk tackled Rollins and then slammed the chair on his back. The referee called and waved off the match at ringside. Punk took out Breakker and Seth Rollins, leaving the babyface standing tall, CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso. This was a good back and forth match. Like I said, it was a good near fall back and forth match between Jay and Seth. A lot of near falls. It felt, when I was watching, it kind of felt a little bit that this could have been, Jay could have actually lost this match, but he didn't. But they had Sami Zayn to come out, and then it has CM Punk came out, which basically ended the match. So I guess to a no contest, I guess. What they're going to go from here, I'd probably see a tag team match, maybe. I don't know. Probably not at Backlash, I don't think, but maybe in the future it might be. So I'm not sure. So far on Backlash, they already have 5 matches, so that's not even on the card. So that they might say that for the next week, or they might save it for the next pay-per-view. I don't know. But overall, this was a way better Monday Night Raw than last week's Monday Night Raw. Like I said, I gave this a solid 7. I enjoyed it from top to bottom. I'm going to just leave it right here. Thank you for watching Dwayne St. Wrestling Conference. Please give me a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let you know when the new Dwayne St. Wrestling Conference. Give me a thumbs up. Helps out the video. Comment below. I do engage in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll definitely see y'all on the next Dwayne St. Wrestling Conference. I'm out.